the mess hall.
Welcome to the mess hall.
Hey, that's me and that's you.
Yeah.
We're back again.
I'm gonna wear his slides today. I was like, maybe if I bring my toes out, someone will be into
What
that.
are your toes? Let's take a look at these.
I feel like they're pretty good. Should I really take? All
I'd
right.
like to see
Why
your
not?
toes.
Here we go.
I'm not a toe person.
All right. You guys were gonna give it
Oh
away
no,
for
you got
free.
no socks on. You have half a sock on.
Yeah, it was halfway off. Look at they.
Let me see those things.
They match my
you
nails.
take care of them. That's pretty good.
It's good.
Look at those.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
Someone would come on those for sure.
Yeah, somebody.
Anybody.
Tune in.
Hold them up to the camera.
Yeah, Can I get?
We don't really have a Zoom technology yet.
Can we
so
get
how do we,
a rating on WikiFeet? Oh, I just hit myself.
Yeah, perfect.
I've had one drink so far, y'all.
I don't know. Maybe Ben can figure out a way how to zoom in on those.
You can do it.
Those things.
All right. Now I'm feeling embarrassed
we
about
don't
my
want,
shape.
We don't want to show the corns.
Yeah, I don't have any corns. My
Some
feet,
bunions.
My feet are amazing.
Yeah, we like to keep it far enough. We can zoom, but Jamie asked us not to. She don't want our bunions being shown.
Yeah, I mean there might be a little fungus.
Ooh,
I'm joking.
Gross. A little. You ever have athlete's foot?
No, what are you talking
I've
about?
had it.
Look at me.
Everyone's had it.
No.
Trust me, you do not have to be an athlete to have athlete's foot. That's not how that works.
Do you not?
No, I've totally had it before.
I also grew up in cold weather. I feel like we just have less things in cold weather.
What do you mean?
Like, is that
enjoyable
weird?
Experiences?
No,
Because
actually,
you're stuck inside all the time.
no, it's so fun. You go out, you roll around in the snow. You just need,
I grew up in the north too. I get it.
yeah, you just need a little bit of alcohol. It's fun.
Here's the thing: is snow. Being living in the north goes like this. First week of winter, when it starts snowing, you're like, hell yeah, snow! You're so excited. Second week, you're like, this is fucking awesome. I can do this every day. And then by the third week, you're like, I am tired of my feet being wet when I walk outside. I'm cold. My feet hurt. This is exhausting. How much longer will this go on? And then it goes on for 3 months longer than you ever want it to. And then it goes away. You forget about how awful it is. And then you're like, I can't wait for it to snow again. And you do it every single year like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, it's magical. And what about snow day?
Snow days were pretty cool, but it's not like they happened all the time.
I know, but that made it more special.
Yeah, I mean, they were fun. But you know what? I liked school more than I liked my family.
Nerd.
No, come on. I just didn't like my family.
Yeah,
That's
same.
all that was.
Same. I
so,
get it.
So I'd rather hang out. I would rather hang out with my friends than hang out with my old mom.
Did upstate New York have the same thing that Salt Lake City did, where it was like manly to that? We really did have that.
I think we were more of a heroin state.
I think Utah's a meth state. Someone looked that up. There was that punk movie. What was the
Salt Lake City?
Salt Lake City Punk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
SLC Punk.
SLC Punk?
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it was like about meth, right?
Yeah. Well, it was not about meth. He does heroin in it, if I remember correctly. I don't think he does meth. But yeah, it's not just about that. It's more just. It was pretty silly.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
was fun. It was kind of a comedy, kind of a drama. It was fun. I liked it.
Was there a manly thing though with the snow where it's like we had dudes that would wear shorts and flip flops all winter long, and that was like masculine?
Okay, well, no, that's just stupid.
Yeah, it's idiotic.
Don't get me wrong. I wore shorts in the winter often, mainly because I was poor. But
you couldn't afford the bottom half of your pants.
No, but yeah, right, exactly. Well, you get your school clothes, you'd get like whatever, and have shorts, and then winter would come around, I'd have like 2 pairs of pants, and then I'd be like, well, I guess I'll just wear these shorts today. And as a boy, I don't think it's a manly thing. It's more of as a boy, you just don't care as much. I mean, I cared about what I looked like, but probably not at this age when I was wearing shorts all the time.
No, there was a thing with like masculinity, and I don't care if it's cold, I'm going to wear this thing.
Well, next episode, I'm wearing shorts. I want to
There
show
we
everyone
go.
how masculine I am. I got great thighs, so get ready.
Get ready, world.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's nothing compared to my
your gnarly toes.
My
you guys
bunion toes.
I wish we could somehow put the smell of them on this podcast.
It was bad.
It was brutal. I swallowed my own puke.
Some people are into that.
Yeah. They weren't bad. They were good. You know what? They were painted freshly. It feels like you paint them or you go. You go.
I go.
Of course you go.
Yeah, of course I do.
Come on. They look professionally done.
I like the ladies are so nice. They
Let's
give me
get a
nice little
mani-pedi together.
massage. Let's do it.
I'll do it.
Okay. Speaking of relaxation and a good time, let's hear all about Mexico.
I never even went. I just
Can you
pretended.
not? Are you not going to talk
No,
about it?
yeah, it was fine. It was fun. I got some writing done, got some new bits out of it, I think. Worked on some old stuff. It was a writer's retreat, so it's half work. We've recorded about 6 episodes of a podcast that's coming soon. I think at the end of September. I'm cheating on Jamie.
I literally wrote you a message to be like, it's cool. It's not cool.
It's cool. It's fine. Very different podcast. It's gonna be fun. It's called I'll Say This, because I say this. We say this. I'll say this is something it's just in our vocab all the time.
I literally thought that was part of that sentence.
Yeah. So it's called I'll Say This.
Okay.
And
was there anything weird? I want to hear juicy.
Oh no, yeah. We'll get there. Okay. It's Cancun is not a family friendly, lovable place. I'll tell you that much right now.
No.
It is a fucking giant whorehouse on a beach.
Yep.
It is terrifying. We did the strip clubs. Well, let me talk about the podcast first, because if you like this and you somehow have not gotten sick of me yet, I will also have this podcast that comes out. I believe it's going to be the beginning of September, maybe the mid, and we're going to be bouncing bits off of each other. And then just catching up with each other. He's a comic living in New York. My best
So funny.
buddy. He's the best.
He's the best.
And then I'm here on the road doing that thing. So there's a lot of catching up, a lot of just like seeing what the other person's going through. He writes for the Tonight Show. We got a ton of different things, and then a lot of goofing around and then just bouncing ideas off of each other. And boy, some of these ideas are bad. So that's the beautiful thing about the podcast is we just get to, every time we bring a bit that we're working on or just have an idea, and we're like, is this anything? And we just talk about it. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited about it. It's a fun chance. I think the more I'm going to do 18 podcasts. I'm no longer doing comedy, just podcast guy.
Yeah, I mean, and why bother someone you're dating with? Is this a bit? I mean, my husband can't listen to it anymore. Why not bother the public with it?
Yeah. I'll bother them with it, and then I don't have to try to date anybody. It's beautiful.
Just dating
strangers
on the internet.
Why date anybody is what I say. Why?
Yeah, we need you. Check out my feet.
Oh, yeah.
Check out his bits.
But Mexico was pretty. The beaches were beautiful. It was fun. I met some people. I got drunk with this guy from Huntington Beach real late one night, and then the asshole ditched me in the middle of the night. You could have just said goodbye. But
what's happening?
I don't know. I was drinking with strangers. Well, I was with Zod. Zod left. I stayed an extra couple days.
I didn't think that's where the end of that was going, though, when you said, I met, and I was so excited, and I thought it was going to be something juicy or, like, sexy, and you were like, a guy from Huntington Beach.
I did, and he was like, oh, my wife is beautiful, and we just had a baby, and I'm so happy, and I'm like, oh, yeah? Well, then how come you're at the bar at 3 a.m. with me alone, you fucking loser? And then I was like, oh. At least he's living his delusion,
Yeah, this guy's in denial though, for sure.
Oh yeah. I was like, I even asked him. I was like, so where's the wife? And she's like, oh well, she can't. She's with the baby, So I get to hang out with the boys down here, and I was like, am I the boys?
You're the boys. Are you honored?
No. He was boring as hell. He was a tax accountant. It was some boring shit for the government. So he's the man. Didn't love that, but overall he was a kind of nice guy. And
that face was about you because you said he ditched you.
yeah, he did ditch me. The bar, it was an all. Once Zod left, I went to an all-inclusive resort. Everything, food, drink, everything paid for. So that bar closed at like 2. And then I got caught stealing some from the bar afterwards. They didn't really, it's all free, so they didn't like yell, but they did light me and go, like they caught me so quick.
You got to make friends with the bartender.
Yeah, I know. I did, and they took care of me. I mean, I was drunk enough to steal from the bar, so but it was fun, and we all had a laugh about it. And
you
then
stayed on your own.
Yeah, 2 extra days.
Okay.
I needed a little extra relaxing time. I love Zod, but it's not the most relaxing time when we're with each other. We're entertaining each other, which is fun and great. and we make each other laugh. But it's also like we're on, and then we're recording podcasts, and then we're doing this, and then we're doing that. And then he's drinking, and then if he's not really feeling like drinking, well, I feel like drinking, and then we're trying to amp each other up, and he's like, "Are you okay? Let's drink more." Blah blah blah. Let's do some. And I'm like, "No, thank you."
That's very easy to find in
oh
Mexico.
yeah, you just walked down.
Especially
That's
in
the thing.
Cancun.
You just walk down the street. This is the craziest thing. They're just like this in Mexico. It's they're like, "Hey, $20 all you can drink bar, $50 all you can drink bar," and they're like, "No, I'm good, thank you." They're like, whorehouse. That's their next go-to.
This is
They're
what
like,
happened last time he was in Mexico.
They're
if
like
you guys know.
cocaina, mota. They're like whatever.
Ketamina.
Yeah. They're just like naming every drug. I'm like, I'm good. And then we did one night of strip clubs. We're like, let's just go check out the strip clubs. We might as well. And we really wish we didn't do that. It was a lot. It was too much. It's not like an American strip club. I know this is going to sound stupid, but I think there's something about American strip clubs that can be empowering towards women and towards fuck you. I do think it's true though. It's a little more like, I know a lot of strippers that make really good money. They don't do anything crazy. You know, they strip, whatever. They might give a lap dance or something like that, but they're not doing any extracurricular things where they're obligated to do or anything like that.
Yes, they are.
Not all of them. I'm friends with some of them, and you're not a nice person.
I know. I'm the villain.
You're a mean person.
Ben and Andrew are like, it's so empowering.
Sex positive. That's what it's called.
I'm sex positive too. I just think that
positive. You hardly have sex.
I want to hug some of the. That was pretty good. I want to hug some of these women. That's all.
Yeah, some of them. I get it.
I want to hug them. I want to give them love. I wonder how empowered they feel in the moment. And my sister was a stripper, so.
Well, I'm not saying every stripper story is an empowerment story. I'm not saying that. I am saying that in America, there's at least the possibility of that, right? You might have
in Mexico too. There's sex positivity in Mexico.
Yes, but not at the places in Cancun. I'm telling you right now, it was brutal. We walked in, and we're a normal strip club. You walk in, you can have a drink with a friend at the bar, maybe at a table, and then some girls might walk up to you, blah, blah, blah. Or you might just watch and tip and do all that, and that's that, right?
How's
But in Mexico is different because it's got a real traffic vibe to it, because you walk in, and a guy, first of all, there's a guy who's like, "Hey, amigo, come on in, free cover, $20 cover. The girls are so hot, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, dude, we're just going to a strip club. You don't have to sell. We know what a strip club is. We're fine. And we walk up, and then he walks up to the manager. The manager throws him $20 for bringing us in or something like that. And then the manager's like, whistle. I can't whistle very well. Let me try that. Yeah, he whistles. Yeah. I wish I could do a. My mom could always do that, but anyways.
How far? Just real quick side note. How far did you go to get to this place from where you were?
Oh, we're close. We're walking distance.
Okay, good.
Yeah. I mean, there's like 5 of them. We were right near the old Hotel Zoneria bullshit.
I'm such a mom. I was concerned for your safety.
Oh no, it's trash. No, I mean, I did some questionable walking around late at night alone at times, and that wasn't great. But anyways. Zahid once had to yell for my help, but we'll get there. Sorry, it's a lot.
Living on the edge.
So we go to the strip club. We go to one strip club. The girls immediately swarm us, and we're like, "Whoa, this is aggressive. Let's go to a different strip club." Go to another strip club. And then we also get aggressively, and we're like, okay, maybe that's just kind of the thing. We go to a third strip club. And with all these, we were having one drink and leaving because we just felt like whatever. And everyone's scamming you there. It's ridiculous. You got to switch all your money to pesos, because if they try to fuck you on the conversion.
Yeah, always bring pesos
bad.
to Mexico.
It's so bad where it's like, I ordered we were in a strip club, but I ordered 2 Dos Equis and a shot of Jack, and he goes, $65, amigo. I go, don't call me amigo. If you can charge me $65. I go, $65, that can't be right. He goes, it is what it is, man. And I go, well, I got pesos. And then he comes back and he goes, this much in pesos. And then I pay him pesos, and it was like $40 in pesos.
¿Habla español?
Me? No,
Yeah.
Poquito español. Oh, muy.
You have to be able to pretend, and that helps.
Yeah. So it's all bullshit. Zod's pretty fluent. Not fluent, but enough to get us through most of it, And And he kept doing this thing where he's like, can I practice my Spanish on you? And they're like, sure, whatever. It was very,
that's not good. Not at the strip club. Don't do that.
It was very dad-like, but that's okay. We're just two old fucks, trying to make our way through the strip
Can
clubs.
I ask what I'm really wondering, which is, were the girls hot?
Beautiful, of course. Yeah. They were all very beautiful. I'm often...
Of course, I don't care about that. Everybody's beautiful, but
yeah, everyone's beautiful and perfect and equally as beautiful as the next person. No, they were Hispanic women, and
just wait till Mexico City.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. All right. So we get to this last. This one we called it quits. We walk into the strip club, and then the manager's like, whistle again, snap. 15 girls walk in front of us. Before we even order a drink or anything, excuse me, and he goes, pick your girl. And I was like, I just want to get a drink with my friend. Can we just get a drink first? And they're like, pick the girl. And then I was like, I just want to get a drink right now. And I'm like, I'm gay, and he's gay too. We just want drinks. Can you just help us out?
Did you legit say
we
that?
did, but then they looked at us silly, and I was like, maricon, that's just calling
Culo,
Zara.
yo quiero mucho.
Yeah. Puta, whatever. we're just
bitch, your favorite word.
yeah. And so then they're coming at us, and we're just like, this is too much. And they're like, and then they want to come up to me. He's like, $100, fucky, sucky, sucky. And I was like, you're doing like an Asian thing. So that's a little weird, but okay. And so it was too much, and not too much money. It was just too much for us to handle. So we got up and we just left. And then we laughed about it, but we also felt very uncomfortable. And it's sad that that's just part of the other world. And yes, there's sex trafficking in America, but I guess it's not as in front of our faces.
Yeah, it feels like there's more desperation in some of those places.
Maybe they weren't even being sex trafficked. Ben, you okay in there, buddy?
You alive?
I just coughed. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. That was so loud.
It really was. Mute your mic. I'm kidding. I want to hear every noise you've ever made.
Honestly, it adds a little like hominess.
Yeah,
there's something
I like
to it.
So yeah, it was a lot. It was weird. It was sad. And then we just got drunk a lot. We drank a ton.
Were you able
oh
to
my
talk
god,
to any
this
of
is
the
the best
strippers?
thing. A little bit, but it was just it was a lot. It was too much. The strip club was not the eventfulness. I don't know if this next quick story will come off as well, but is the
because that last one came off so well.
Well, I'm not. Well, it was at least it was interesting. I don't know if this one's interesting, but it was the funniest thing I had ever seen in my entire life ever, and I laughed until I cried. And then I laughed until my ribs hurt. And then I cried again. And then I thought about the next day, and I laughed until I cried again. It was the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
By yourself or with Zod?
Oh, this is with Zod. This is he was not laughing as much, but I sure was. We had a little pool in our backyard. We had to stay at 3 different places because our first Airbnb was mosquito ridden. We're getting bit up. It's pretty horrible. Just not great. And so we're drinking pretty heavily. We have a little pool in the backyard. Me and him, we're just laughing, catching up. This is the very first night, having such a fun hang. I was like, I remember being like, I love that we're on this trip together. It felt so good. We're drunk. We're pissing in the pool. We're just, we're getting up.
I think I put a video on Instagram
of him pissing outside.
That made
the
me
pool.
happy just to see.
Oh well, It was right after that video. We were at a White Claws or whatever we were drinking, and he's like, I'm gonna go get us more drinks, but he's very drunk, and he gets up out of the pool, and he runs full speed right to the glass, through the glass door. He didn't shatter it. It hit like a fucking gong. It was like boing, and he bounced off. And he looked at me, and I started crying. It's just like those little kids or the little dogs that run into a sliding glass door. He was going so fast that I can't. He's just a small twig. Otherwise, if it was me, I would have gone through the glass. It would have shattered everywhere. But he is small enough where he just bounced off and was like, it was fucking beautiful.
It is the best. That it's like Three Stooges level, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But you started the story by being like, "It's so weird. He didn't laugh as hard." Like, no shit.
Well,
he didn't.
no. I didn't say it was weird. He wasn't laughing. He laughed too. We did laugh, but I laughed much more.
After he cleaned up the pool of blood underneath, he's just like,
when he did it, he looked back confused because he was drunk enough where he's like, why couldn't I go through that? Like, that's how it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. And I laughed until it hurt. It's making me happy now thinking about it.
it's the best. You need to keep. This is why you need to do this with him every year and commit to that.
Oh, we already do it. It's already planned.
It's
we
happening.
have a yearly retreat. We actually, and I think yearly is doable, but when we talked about it, he's like, yearly, let's do this like every 3 months. I was like, okay, well, that's a little bit much, but I mean, I'd love to, but we don't have it like that,
Someday.
Yeah, maybe, Well, since we're trying to record all of our podcasts live, we don't want to do the over the internet thing, so we will see each other every month is the plan. But yeah, so
Why did you have to change to 3 Airbnbs, you degenerate?
Well, okay, so we do the first one, bit by mosquitoes, horrible experience. It's also the pictures were much nicer. You ever get to an Airbnb and you're like, you really fucked us here, buddy.
Do you look at the reviews?
Yes, but here's the thing: reviews were mostly good on that, right? And I think when we got there, I was like, oh, it's just Mexico. You know what I mean? Like
the reviews are written by the guy. It's just like different pseudonyms. It's like so good. Terrible English.
Yeah. But it was,
fucky, sucky, sucky.
Yeah. What is that? Why an Asian accent, you weirdo? But the, it was just like dirty. The shower smelled, things like that. And I was like, is this what Mexico is? And
stay at a hotel next time.
Well, and so then we moved from that to a hotel, 4-star hotel. 4-star my ass hotel. It was the biggest piece of shit I'd ever stayed in. Took us an hour to check in. The room was like a $30 fucking motel here in Houston, and it was so shitty and awful. But it was right on the water, so we at least escaped the room. We were just there for one night. The food was okay, and then we just escaped the room and we would sit on the beach, and we sat on the beach and watched some fireworks that night. It was his last night in town, and that was good. And then the next day I moved to a different hotel, which was gorgeous. It was awesome. It had a private little beach. Everything was included. Drinks, food. The 9, I was just there alone, so it was a little weird. But
don't do what you're about to do. Don't do it.
What, burp?
Yawn.
No, I was about to burp.
Okay, can I just ask, like, you're a single dude, he's a single dude, like,
when are we getting married?
Why not go just meet chicks at a regular bar? Like, you would have so much success, and they could have come and watched the fireworks with you.
Oh, no, okay.
Throw down some game, put some effort forth that's not money.
We weren't trying.
Put some game.
We didn't want. We're both highly capable people.
Yeah, go watch. But don't you want to watch the fireworks with some? I don't know, not a dude from Huntington Beach?
We were enjoying each other
until you were hanging out at the bar talking to a dude from an accountant.
Oh, Zod was gone.
Okay, this is after he left.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't be hanging out with some accountant. I had Zod. Zod. This is me by myself when I'm hanging out with what the hell, his Lenny or some bullshit. I didn't like him.
Was it all smooth? Was it all smooth sailing with the figuring out what you wanted to do for the pod?
No, it's fine. We're finding our way. It's there's some sloppiness to the episodes, but that's how there is. Our first few episodes we didn't even release. So so
it's a beautiful thing. Join the Patreon.
One day we're gonna release them. Next time we have technical difficulties, you're just gonna get an old first episode. And you're gonna be like, why the hell does Andrew have a hat on again?
Actually, Andrew met my husband for the first time.
Oh yeah,
we had a night
right
out
before
in
Mexico.
Houston.
That's exciting.
Yeah, we almost died in an Uber. It
I
was
blew
so
'em.
fun.
It was really fun. There was the old. You got to send those. That's a Patreon.
That is.
we
I
had
put it on Patreon.
Oh, you did. Look at
Yes,
that.
join the
harmonica
Patreon.
guy. That was awesome. Handsome husband. I really thought he was going to be a real dork, dweeb, loser.
He
and
chopped
he
the
seemed nice.
cool hair.
No,
It's gone.
He looked exactly like Ben Gibbard. He
Yeah.
really did, and that's like my
chopped it.
favorite. That's my celebrity crush right there.
I know.
And so now I no longer want to have sex with your husband, which is for the
Goddamn.
best. It was going to make Mexico City pretty weird.
But we went to a bar after and met your friend and the girl that he's hooking up with. Can I say this? Any of this?
I think as long as you don't say their names.
I don't say the name. So, speaking of wanting to fuck my husband, she totally did, even though she was like formerly in a same-sex marriage and just recently divorced her wife.
I think she's experiencing. She's having a good old-fashioned time.
Yes, she's
is. She's from New Orleans. I think she's a free-spirited, poly, pal,
Beautiful
wonderful.
lady.
Yeah, very pretty. I met her in New Orleans with my friend one time.
Really liked her.
Very, very fun.
Very fun, very normal, very genuine person, but she was eye fucking my husband.
Oh,
It's okay.
Jealousy.
No, actually, truly, we trust each other. So I was just enjoying watching it, and I was
Whoa.
drunk, and I
You
was
trying
like,
to watch your husband with another woman?
no, I was
Ooh.
curious about her whole vibe because she had just been in a long term. I mean,
True.
she'd been in a marriage with a woman,
And she's also, banging another guy.
yes, exactly.
You know, and they knew about the wife knew about him. It
Oh,
a
that
whole
was
thing.
happening during?
towards the end. Yeah, it was a whole thing. They had rules they had to go by. Like it was a whole thing. They all hung out one night. They met at a wedding. It was like the couple met him at a wedding, and then they were like, "Let's hang out," and then they all hung out, and then he continued to hang out with her, and then they're like, "Here are the rules. I'm not allowed to stay here. I can't do this. She has to know where I am. Blah blah blah. That's all that. She's okay with me fucking you." Then they all hung out again. And
Is she though?
Well, not they're divorced now, so I think and I'm not saying everybody. I think open relationships work for people. But
in the short term.
No, I think they can work in the long term. I think that you have to be the right couple, and I think that a lot of times open relationships come at the end of a relationship trying to fix a relationship. And
Yes.
I'm saying a lot of times it does come like that. It's not always like that. I know poly people and I know people in open relationships that are legitimately in those things and have been for years and years, and they seem happy and in love and married and the whole nine. However, I have seen the other side of it where I'm like, you guys are fucking around you're open, you're okay with each other fucking around, but then, I don't know.
It seemed like the situation there, and I'm fascinated by sexuality. And I asked her, like, well, no,
she'll talk your ears off about the Kinsey scale.
I do think the Kinsey scale generally, though, of everybody being on some level of a spectrum is 100% true. So I was asking your friend's friend about that, and she was like, well, what's your sexuality? And I was like, here's the thing, like, I love
straight as shit.
multiple people have asked me. Actually, multiple people recently have been like,
Look at these
"You
dangles
seem-"
real quick. Put them up.
By the way, yeah, this is my
Put
like
your arms
goth
up.
cowboy or like
Look at
emo
that.
pop star.
And tell me you're not a lesbian.
That's dope.
That is some real. You could fly.
It's all the way to the back too. It's pretty cool. I like it. Anyway, so I asked her, I was like, what is your, because you were married to a woman, but you obviously enjoy sleeping with men. Like, and a lot of people have asked me, they're like, what's your sexuality? You seem like you could be gay. I don't know why I've been getting that more and more lately. Maybe it's the way I dress. But I was like, I love
I don't
everything.
think you really dress gay,
I'm emotional.
but I don't know what gay people dress however they want.
Yeah, come on. There are stereotypes. You're being so like,
I'm
there are
not-
no stereotypical things.
I'm
There
not
are.
saying you're not dressing gay. In what way are you dressing gay?
I'm not wearing like a
Where's
little
your backwards baseball
I'm
hat
not-
if you want to get stereotypical? Give me your fucking Carhartt.
I own
fucking,
flannel.
I have a flannel.
I have a
Oh,
flannel.
wow.
That's a lie, actually. I
Yeah,
don't.
and you eat women out every time you wear it.
That too. So
Hell
I
yeah.
think that's the gay part. But no, I was like, I really do feel like, and I have mommy issues, like everything would line me up to, I love women's emotions. I love being around, I love female friendships. I think they're extra special. The only thing I don't want is to have, I just don't like women sexually.
Yeah, so all of those other things that you just said before that last sentence,
Is that Carl?
that was my kid screaming. He's dead, just so you know. I wonder if that picked up. Well, we heard it, so it probably did. Doesn't matter.
We'll worry about that kid
I have
later.
him locked in a cage until this is over. What was I? Oh, all those things you said right before you said, I'm just not attracted to him sexually.
Sexuality.
Yeah, means nothing. It just in the Kinsey scale theme of things, it means nothing. Where you're talking about, that's just a
But
sexual
I'm attracted
scale.
to everything else about women, just not their bodies or like their sexual.
Okay, so you're not gay at all.
But I appreciate a woman's beauty,
Okay, but
and I'm not like shy to be like, "Damn, she's fine."
doesn't make you any amount of gay.
Well,
Any
here's
of
the
this
thing
stuff.
that made me laugh. This woman who was married to a woman and hooks up with men, she was like, "Yeah," she's like, because I think men are also more like, I'm frustrated that I'm not more into women because I just think it'd be easier to be in the kind of relationship I like with a woman. But she was like, yeah,
I
the
think I
problem
think
is
that
you want to
missionary-
get,
that missionary sex might be pretty hard.
she was
but
like, the problem is you want to get railed. And I was like,
I think someone could rail you.
damn.
I know a couple lesbians that would rail you.
But I'm saying she obviously wants that. She said it with like intensity in her
Oh,
eyes.
she said she wanted to get
while she
railed.
was I fucking my husband. No, she was describing what I want, but it was clearly what she wants. And maybe it's from so many years of being married to a woman. But I was like,
Who knows?
what, like that to me speaks volumes. Like it seems like she was just like. Seems like she's attracted to dudes.
I think she can like both. She's I think the Kinsey scale is 1 to 5, right? She's a 3, right in that middle. She goes either way.
It's that
I don't know how
middle.
that works.
The 2.5 or the 3 or whatever it is fascinating to me.
And you're a 1.
Would you suck a dick?
It would have to be the right one.
Special one.
It would have to be a real special one. It'd have to be in
No,
a
you
bow.
wouldn't.
Why
No,
not?
I can't imagine you doing it.
I'd suck my own.
It's a lot of work.
I almost have.
No, you have.
Not recently. 1, 2. It's not a small penis. 3. I'm
I
more
didn't even
flexible
consider
than
that.
more flexible than you think. And then 4. I don't even know if I've said 3 full ones. But 4. When I was about 13, I could get the very tip of it in my mouth.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was uncomfortable, but I got there. I had to do a back bend against the wall, and I was like, "Oh, this doesn't feel good enough to keep going." Because if I had like 2 more inches, man, I would have never left my room. I'd be rolled up like a ball right now, sucking my dick.
When I had bigger tits, I used to be able to get it like slightly in my mouth, but it's,
Shut the fuck up.
I'm serious.
No,
I
when
swear
did
to
you-
God,
what
I
hap-
swear.
no.
Junior year of high school, slightly. It didn't do much for me though.
God damn.
I don't know. This isn't appropriate for
You're
the
like,
podcast.
your boifriend, you're like, "Hey, babe, what do you think about this?" And you're just ripping your tit off.
It starts bleeding.
It's probably as weird as when I showed my high school girlfriend I could suck my own dick.
You did not.
No, I did not. Of course not. This is the first time I've ever admitted that I probably told some of my friends
It's
before.
impressive. I'm sure people out there are like, wow.
There were a lot of people that tried. Every guy tried. Ben,
Oh yeah.
don't.
I mean, like,
Did you hear
yeah.
that first? He goes,
I I was really reaching in deep, but yeah, I remember trying and failing miserably.
We all tried.
and then
Yeah,
just
Ben,
looking
does
at
it-
myself, frankly.
Does it make you feel better to know that everybody, like every dude has?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
We've all tried.
Why not?
Yeah.
We're all curious.
Well, we just, you know,
You think girls have done that?
I guarantee there's some videos of girls eating themselves out. Not, I mean, that's a real talent right there. But you
You'd
gotta.
have to be like an acrobat.
Do you remember when all thought that Marilyn Manson removed his lower rib so he could suck his own dick?
Yes.
Hell
I was
yeah,
literally
dude,
just about to bring that up.
Hell yeah, that guy was the king until
think
he
he
did all
did.
those things.
Yeah, I think he's a terrible,
Yeah, I
terrible
think he's a
man.
pretty bad person. Who knew the guy that sang about rape and murder and all of these awful things was a bad person? Who knew?
I liked a lot of people that sang about those things. Think about
I
all.
know.
Did you like hip hop? Like, think about like Eminem's lyrics.
Well, he doesn't really. Oh, okay, he does say some bad things, but I
Talks
do
about
like
like
him.
killing his wife
his mom.
regularly. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of any specific lyrics, but I can kind of like, you know, I can kind of remember them. I liked Eminem.
was
fun.
I loved Eminem.
He got in trouble for being homophobic, and then Elton John was like, "No, he's not.
Yeah,
He's gonna do a song with me."
That's the best. I
know.
love when that
Elton
stuff
John's a
happens.
fan, and I was like, if he's good enough for Elton John, he's good enough for me. I loved Eminem as a kid. I thought he's great. I still like him.
Nuance and context. You're allowed to tell jokes. Like, actually, somebody wrote something underneath your assault story that was like, maybe it is too much because it's rape. And I was like, so what do you people just think?
It's my story. You
yeah.
fuck.
Are you advocating that victims should shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
What are you fighting for?
I started to read the comments, and then I was like, I gotta stop reading them. One guy was like, he liked it. I was like,
Are you serious?
Yeah, man, you guys are brutal. I was like, God damn, dude, I did not like it.
But what's even more important is what you feel and what you want to say. And I think it's hilarious when something happens to a person and then people who are like advocating for you are also trying to silence you.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. Maybe it was too much. Maybe don't listen to the podcast.
Literally everyone
You
voted.
fuck.
Everyone who voted said it was not too much.
There was a
If you
vote?
looked at that. Yeah.
I didn't even know we were doing votes in this thing.
Yeah, there
I
votes.
just saw a vote today. I voted against myself on something.
Everybody
Oh, the
voted that
3
you wait
weeks.
way too long to text
Well.
me back.
I think there are people who listen to this podcast and people who have messaged me today about that clip being
Thank you, Internet, for being on my side.
Literally a girl that I like hung out with fucking 8 years ago was like, you do take too long. I was like, you're married. You've been married for like 7 goddamn years, dude.
It's respect. Lady, I'm on your side. I don't know who you are, but I'm here for you and I understand. It's rude. I don't know if this is too much, but or why my brain went here, but when you've been in relationships, out of like what percentage of your girlfriends,
All
someone
of
you're
them.
seriously dating, have picked at you? Zits,
What do you mean
ingrown
picking?
hairs.
Oh, goddamn. Like, serious relationship? All of them, for sure.
All, right?
Oh, yeah, every single one.
Okay.
But also, I kind of like that.
All right, everyone, let's take a call or
Let's
an
take
email.
a voicemail, call, email. What do we got, Benjamin?
We got a DM
Ooh,
today.
a dick message. Let's see that dick. Put
Wait,
it on
Ben,
the
before
screen.
you start, let me just quickly say, everybody, please, we beg you, please, if you like this podcast at all, please call in, email, send us a message on Instagram, anything. The number to call is 832-744-9492. You can text
You know that?
number.
You have that memorized?
I can see it from here.
Damn, hardly,
But also have it memorized.
Oh.
And you should have it memorized too, because we can give you shitty advice or make you laugh.
Yeah, and or don't call in, because, you know, we actually have so many people that call in that we're pretty swamped, so whatever.
We're busy and cool.
And like this person here.
Ben?
All right, here we go. I'm a lady, and I've been at my job for roughly 2 years.
Sorry.
It does sound fake. I'm a lady.
I'm a lady.
That is
okay,
fine.
thank you.
It's not me trying to tell you guys that I'm a lady, just so you know. Okay.
All right, Ben.
I'm a lady, and I've been at my job for roughly 2 years. I'm super outgoing. I feel confident in who I am and try to be a friendly person.
The lady doth protest too much. All these things. I'm confident. I'm a lady. I'm cool.
That's pretty neat. What a nice, modest woman.
All
We're
right,
dealing
sorry,
with a
Ben.
modest woman.
I love meeting new faces. However, I cannot gel with anyone here. I feel like every conversation with most coworkers is a struggle, and it's making me anxious, and I get weird vibes from people. For some reason, towards me, I feel judged. Is there anything I can do to feel more comfortable and at ease with these people? Usually we work out in the market, so I don't have to see them every day, but when I do, it's for a prolonged period, and it sucks.
Work out in the market.
Yeah, that confused me.
I don't...
And also,
What? Also, that's your work. Work's work. You don't have to be friends with your coworkers. Did you know that? A lot of people think you do. You don't. Me and Jamie don't even like each other. Pretty wild.
I can't get a text back for 3 weeks.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. If she was a real friend, I would have texted her back.
Yep.
That's not true. I did. You know what? You leave out, and I almost comment. I got very annoyed by that today. I almost commented on it. I almost commented. She left out that I gave her advice on a joke. I did respond later, but I gave her the advice on a joke that I thought about. And I was like, hey, here's what I think about that joke and what I think you could do with it. And then not only that, what she leaves out is that we are in a group chat where we message probably every other day. So now those are things that got left out of the podcast. Just throwing that out there. I message Jamie more than once every 3 weeks.
We have a relationship that's separate from Ben. Sorry, Ben.
Ew.
When it comes to comedy, I wanted your
It's
opinion.
actually another group chat called the He-Man Ben Haters Club. So
Damn.
It was
know.
way too.
She started it.
It was way too late. Like I'd already done mics. I'd already figured out how I wanted to shift things. It was like,
you could go back.
I mean,
What are you doing with that joke now?
Not
doing
much.
it. Go back, give it a shot, rework that shit.
Yeah.
Flip it down and reverse it.
Anyway,
Let's
help this lady.
I don't. What is? How do you do that? Real quick before we help the lady, do the Missy Elliott reverse thing.
No, flip it and reverse it. You find out how hard you want to work it. It was a Hey, that was pretty good.
It was bad.
Hey.
Oh, he can hear that. Shit.
This
Okay.
lady talks funny.
She does talk weird, and that's why you're hard to talk to.
Ben, what did she say about like their faces? Something about like I see their faces.
All around there are familiar faces
I love meeting new faces, is what she said.
Yeah, that is.
at your work.
That's a weird thing
It's
to say.
how do you get along? I don't think you have to. I think you need to accept that. You don't have to be friends with the people you work with. Does it make it easier? Yes, but also makes it kind of harder. It's a little more emotionally taxing. Work's work, and then not work is not work. So, and you have friends, enjoy them, and then do your job, and then just be polite to these people, and that's all you have to do. And even your work friends are not real friends most of the time anyways.
Yeah, I actually relate to this weirdly because first of all, it sounds like you're confident and you like yourself. If that was really fully true, you might not care so much. But I get this because, like,
Damn,
I
you just called her out on. Are you really that confident?
But I'm saying because I relate to this, so we're all works in progress. So I'm sure you'll grow in this. But like, it's kind of how I feel in comedy, to be honest. Like, I think everyone likes me, but I'm not like in the hang with everyone. And sometimes I feel FOMO, and sometimes I'm like, this is just vulnerably like me
No
being
FOMO
honest.
here.
Sometimes I do wish that I was like, got the call to hang out, but I would still say no probably most of the time. But you still want to be liked.
Yeah, I get that.
So like but I think that you have the most important part, which is you seem to like yourself and have confidence in who you are. And that's the most important. So just like, if they are judging you, I guess the biggest question is like, who gives a shit? That's
Yeah, I don't think. I don't know if I'm giving good advice on this, but I'm luckily I do have a job aside from comedy, where I run a club with people I do enjoy. So
we're all in comedy.
who are all comedy adjacent of some sort. So mine's a little bit different. But even then, I would argue that like they're friends, but they're work friends. Outside of work, we don't hang a ton. And that's not true. We do. So I don't know. It's tough. I get. But before this, I had office jobs, and that is true. And I had work friends, and every time I hung out with them outside of work, it got awkward. It was so weird. They'd get too drunk or whatever, or I'd hear them. I'd hear their real opinions on things. You don't want to have your. Just keeps things separate. I think that's okay. I think it's healthy to keep things separate.
What you're saying is normal. Like, I think that what you're saying is actually the rule, not the exception. I think most people feel that way. Like, work friends have that moniker of work friends. If they were just your real friends, you just call them friends. And very occasionally you might get really, really lucky and meet someone who like is like whatever, that friend soulmate who you happen to work with. But it's so rare. Most people don't. Most of the time you just have to keep like HR level friendship of like whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Like that basic, it's not really super genuine. That was very
It's all right.
loud.
I can't get over the fact that you look like Macho Man Randy Savage. I can't do a Macho Man impression.
I don't know anything about wrestling. Look at me.
Yeah, brother. Like that one. Snap it to a Slim Jim. Do the Slim Jim.
Snap into a Slim Jam.
Slim Jam? It's Slim Jim.
Did I say it with an accent?
He said jam.
I think I was trying to sound southern,
Oh,
kind of.
okay. Yeah. I thought
Slim
you just didn't
Jam.
know. Slim Jim.
Didn't he have like I know more about his like sex tape. He like won a court case.
You're talking about Hulk Hogan.
Hogan.
Two
Oh, is
different- yeah.
that a different person?
Different wrestler. The other, to my knowledge, the other guy never said the N-word. So Hulk
Did he
Hogan said
not?
the N-word.
I wouldn't be surprised if they both did.
No, Hulk Hogan did.
Yeah, but I'm saying
You
I
can't
wouldn't
just assume every person had said it.
no, it's about the vibe, the way he looks.
You ever say it?
So
Ever?
I think it's
Ever in your life once? Ever?
there is an obsession in comedy with this. But this is like a Southern obsession. I'm a Jew from Chicago. Like,
Of course you said
we're not obsessed with the idea of it. We don't think about saying it. What I've done, this might be more douchey. I'll tell you what I've done.
Uh-oh.
So my first boyfriend in college was black and his friends were in my car and they were saying, they were calling each other the N-word. And I was like super like annoyingly progressive at this point, and I remember turning to them at a stoplight and being like,
My boyfriend's an
can you please not say that
That's
word
fucked up.
in my car?
Oh, that's funny.
And they were black, and they were like, shut the fuck
Wait, they were
up.
black?
Yes.
Oh my god.
My black
That's
boyfriend and
crazy.
his black friends
That is
were
way
all in my
worse.
car, and I
Oh.
told them very like ivory
quitting the
tower, like,
podcast.
please don't say the
That's an
N-word
insane
in my
word.
car.
What did they were like, who is this bitch?
They started laughing at me,
Oh,
as they should have.
Thank God. Holy cow.
They
I
were
can't
like,
believe, what's wrong with
Is
you?
she serious? And they looked at the guy dating me like, you need to dump her. And he did dump me.
Damn, right after?
No,
I would have right then.
Actually, he dumped me because he said his mother wouldn't approve of me.
Damn.
It was rough. I actually really liked him a lot. Come back.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Well, your boyfriend did get a haircut. Now he probably looks dumb. So,
He's my husband.
oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
We did almost die together. I feel like that bonded us. That
Who?
guy was a terrible driver, our Uber driver.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun. We'll die again soon. Is that why he got his haircut?
Maybe. Maybe it was like his life flashed before
he's
his
like,
eyes.
I gotta make a change. Listen, we gotta go.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Did we help?
Mm,
We mostly talked about ourselves. We're self-involved.
No, I don't think we helped. I think they go, how can I be better friends? I go, you don't need to be better friends.
Yeah, take yourself on dates. I do it all the time. I love my own company.
It's really sad.
I honestly love it. Girl, just who cares what anyone thinks of you?
We'll see you
Lady.
next time.
Bye.